Hello and welcome to my channel Mystical Moments. My name's Carol and I am here to give you a run through and a bit of a review of the Necronomicon Tarot, which is author Donald Tyson and illustrator Anne Stokes. It's a gorgeous deck. So if you haven't seen it before, I hope you're going to enjoy this. Okay, so this is Necronomicon deck. Necronomicon is basically a black magic grimoire. It's about alchemy, occultism, sorcery, witchcraft rituals, etc, etc. Okay, just to give you an idea. The deck itself, it's published by Llewellyn. Okay, so the box, beautiful, gorgeous, magnetic closing box. Got some information on the back of the box there. Beautiful images of the major arcanas, or some of the major arcanas there on the front. It's beautiful. You open it up, you've got the black silk ribbon, which is going to lift everything up and out. We've got a full, lots of reflections there, a full guidebook. This is a guidebook you want to keep, and one that you might want to refer to get more knowledge on the different things that are kind of represented here. But I'll let you know I'll just let you know right now. You don't need to. Okay, you can use this just in the same way you would any other of your Rider-Waite-Smith system decks. Okay, but if, like me, and you get drawn into it, then you might want to use the book and learn a lot more about Necronomicon and the beasts and the gods and the goddesses that lie within it, because it's amazing and it's really, really very interesting. The guidebook itself is very informative, very well written, very, very interesting. We've got some black and white. Well, we've got a lot of information initially on what Necronomicon is, and who Donald Tyson is. We already know who Anne Stokes is, or I'm guessing most of us know who Anne Stokes is, but then we get illustrated images of the cards, and you can see there's quite a lot of write-up there on each one. Now that one there that I just showed you was the King of Wands, so that's one of the court cards. You get a lot of information there. So one of the trump cards, let's have a look. There we go, similar. And let's see, what about the minors? Yeah, smaller amount there, but you still get the information that you need for the minor cards as well, and it does give the upright and the inverted or reversed meanings as well if you use them. Okay, so the book is definitely worth a read. Okay, it will give you more information, as I say, if you want it, or if, like me, you were just looking for a Halloween deck and you didn't really want to get too deep into it, then you can just pick this up and use it as you would any other Golden Dawn deck, okay, or kind of Rider-Waite-Smith system based deck, okay, because all the card meanings have the same meaning. They might get a little bit darker and a little bit deeper if you go through the book and learn about the images that are on them. So this is based, the major arcana are all based on gods, goddesses, beasts, ghouls, deep ones, whatever you want to call them, okay? But this is the Fool. This is the Fool card, and I love him. I absolutely love him. He's just sat there. He couldn't care less about anything. He's playing his music. He's sending off a lot of spiritual energy through that flute, through the music that he's playing, and it just looks awesome. I love it. Then we've got the Magician. So these are obviously the major arcana, and we're going through from 0 to 21, the Fool through to the World card. We've got the Goddess Bast as the High Priestess, and I do love that. Absolutely love that. Images are fabulous. This is the Empress. Not seen an Empress quite like this one before, but I think she's amazing. A very strong, powerful image. The Emperor. We've got the Hierophant, which is Dagon or Dagon, coming out of the waters. Got the Lover's card, and the Lover's card is the deep one, and the Bride. Beautiful. Got the Chariot. Lots of different heads, all looking and turning in different directions. And what's the Chariot about? It's about not getting distracted. It's about focusing in one direction so that you can succeed and not allowing yourself to get busy, busy, busy all over the place, because then we achieve nothing, do we? And we've got the Strength card, which is number 8 in this deck. You do sometimes see the Strength and the Justice card swapped across from the 8 and the 11, but we have got it as the 8. The Strength card is the number 8. The Justice card is 11. The Hermit. Now, I do love the Hermit. This is one of my favourite images, next to Bast, which is the High Priestess. I do like the Moon card as well. I like quite a lot of them, if I'm honest. The Wheel, I love this. Ritualistic things going on as the planets align. The Wheel of Fortune comes in. Everything clicks into place and things start moving forward. The Justice card. Got some creature locked up there, caged up. You must have been naughty. So, we've got the Hanged Man. Again, a different representation, but I love it. There's so much in these cards. The artwork is fabulous, which I expected nothing less from Anne Stokes. And when I was looking for a Halloween deck and I saw that this one, obviously it's very dark, very deep, but was illustrated by Anne Stokes, I just thought I have to have it. I have to have it. I wasn't expecting to get drawn into it to the extent that I was wanting to learn more and more about all of the characters that show up in the deck. I did just want to pick it up and use it in a traditional sense of the way, but yeah, I've been really kind of drawn into it to learn more about it, and it's amazing. Got the Temperance card there, which is showing the alchemical side of the meaning of this card, which is amazing. Cooking up a cauldron in there. We've got the Devil. Again, another very powerful representation. We have got the Tower, Enlightenment. So we've got that enlightenment light, if you like, coming down from the divine. We've also got the lightning in there. The blue for me really suggests calm within, amongst all of what else is going on. Yeah, beautiful, love it. The Star card is Ishtar. I love Goddess Ishtar, she's amazing. I love that hound. Then we've got the Hounds of Leng for the Moon card, which is really, really representing the domesticated and the wild side of each and all of us. We all have both, okay? We all have both. What makes us unique is how much attention we give to one or the other. That is what defines us. Asks us to overcome our fears and move forward on our path. The Sun card, I love this. Again, the powerful energies behind the meanings of these cards are really, really well represented. The only thing I would say about this deck, and it is actually said in the guidebook as well, is that it can lead to a little bit more deeper, darker, and possibly more negative interpretations of the card's meanings, but that depends upon you as the user as to how you wish to interpret them. So you don't have to follow through with the images. You can just look at the cards and use them, as I said, in the same traditional way with exact same meanings as you've got with the Rider-Waite-Smith system deck. This is the Judgment card, and this is the Guardian of Eden. With her 8 arms, she is raining down the water there on top of, I'm guessing, Adam and Eve. Possibly sending forgiveness and bringing messages. Beautiful. Again, a very powerful image. And then we've got the World. It's encompassed within the snake. And the snake is called Vig. Gorgeous. It's an egg. He's encompassing the egg of life, the egg of the world. It's definitely symbolic of the world there, and the restrictions that we have to kind of work within the world. And then we go on to the suits. We start with the wands. Now the wands in this deck is absolutely, again, just follow your Rider-Waite-Smith meanings and interpretations. However, with this deck, the wands is all about the Atlanteans, which I know is water-based. Atlantia was all water, yeah, they lived under the sea, but it was chosen to go with the Atlanteans with the fire element. Okay, because of their aristocracy, which really blends in well with the fire element. This is your 2. Your 3. Getting ready for a journey, crossing some waters. The 4, Happy Home and Hearth card. Looks very romantic on that one, doesn't it? The 5 of Wands, there's your conflict coming in. The 6 of Wands, we've succeeded. We've kind of imprisoned our enemies. Brought them home for trial. 7 of Wands, remain confident. Don't back down. Keep yourself balanced. Don't let anything knock you off balance. You can overcome anything and everything. The 8 of Wands. Lots of light going in different directions. This is talking about speed. I see this as speed of light. And everything going off in all different directions, which of course is exactly what the 8 of Wands is all about. Information coming in, often positive. That really kind of puts us into active mode. And then we've got the 9 of Wands. He is definitely protecting his energies there. Definitely protecting his energies. Love it. And then the 10 of Wands. He's done. He's gathered up all of his wands and he's going home. He's had enough. And we've got the Knave, which is the Page. He's stepping out of his cage and he's going on an adventure. We've got the Knight. Now when I first saw this card, I instantly thought Chariot, but no, it's the Knight of Wands. So there he is. He's got his 2 beasts taking him along the sands on a new adventure. Yeah. And he's going to get there quite quickly wherever he's going, because there's no stopping those beasts. And we've got the Queen of Wands. I do love this. Again, the images are so powerful. Love it. And then the King. I like that he's not sat on his throne. Whenever I see the King of Wands, I always think, you know, he's always sat down, but he's about to kind of lift and rise and take off in action. Here he's standing behind his throne, and so he's more ready to move than he would be if he was sitting down, because he's already up on his feet. And I like that. Really, really like that. Beautiful. Then we've got the Cups. And the cups are based around the Egyptian cult of the cat, the goddess Bast. Okay. Now, I choose to see this as red wine. You can choose to see it whichever way you want. Okay. And then, so we're going to get lots of kind of images of cats here. We've got the representation of Bast herself with the 2 of Cups. And they are pouring wine into each other's cups. You've got the 3. They are drinking wine and they are getting merry and having some fun. They're having a little bit of a dance. They're having a good time. It's the 3 of Cups. That's what it's all about. The 4 of Cups. Yeah, it's getting late. They've maybe had a little bit too much wine and can't see things as they are. Got the 5. We're sleeping it off here with the 5 of Cups. Some headaches after that night, yeah. And then we've got the 6 of Cups, which is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The 7. The 8, walking away. So we're coming together and then we're walking away. And then the 9, everything is flowing beautifully, should I say. And it is all about those hopes, dreams and wishes coming true. And look at how those cups are just filling up almost magically. equal measures into each one. It's wonderful. And then we've got the 10 of Cups, which is lovely because we've got water in one and wine in the other, which is showing the duality of the two. And we've got the light and the dark, and this is a beautiful connection. Remember, this is your happy family card. This is the happily ever after card. It could be a marriage card, and it's the duality, and it's the two coming together in perfect harmony. It's beautiful. I love it. And again, we've got the cat there representing Bast. Then we've got the Knave of Cups. So she's working with symbols, etc., etc. there, writing out scriptures. That's the Page, remember. Then we've got the Knight of Cups. He's tasting the wine. Okay. Love that. And then we've got the Queen of Cups. She is using what she needs in order to create healing. Yeah, healing potions that she can use for others. Definitely giving off nursey vibes there. And then we've got that King of Cups, who is the master healer. So he is using this in his energy work, in his healing works, and he's doing it on a, what's the word? He has got his beautiful table set out there. His intentions are pure with the white cloth draped over it. And again, we've got the cats at either side, or all sides. They're in four corners. You can just see their ears peeping out there. And he's working under the energies of the full moon, which is amazing. Beautiful. The word I was looking for was altar. So he's got his altar there. He's getting everything ready to perform some healing ritual. Okay. And then we move on to the swords. So swords are all about Old Damascus. So you're going to have to do some research on that one to find out what that's all about, okay? But the swords are the air element, exactly as you would see in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Beautiful. Got the Two of Swords. You see why that means making a decision when you see the Three of Swords. Because she had two to choose from, she made a choice, and one is left heartbroken. We've got the Four of Swords. It's a little bit dark because it's representing a funeral, but generally the Four of Swords is talking about needing time to rest, some healing, so that you can come out of that dark place of the three, yeah? So you can overcome the heartache. So it's all symbolic. And then you've got the Five of Swords. There's the battle. The battle is taking place. Watch your back. And we've got the Six. Things are moving on. Seven of Swords. Gathering up the information. A bit of a thief card. Yeah, needing to get the clarity. And then we've got the Eight of Swords. Feeling like you can't move. Well, you can't move when you've got a dagger through your chest. It's not going to work. And you've got those three swords at the back there. They're crossed. It's taking you back to the Three of Swords is what I feel. So it's the heartache, the upset, the grief, whatever that's holding you back, that's restraining you. Bringing in that Eight of Swords meaning. Then we've got the Nine of Swords, the anxiety, the despair. They're looking in different directions. And then we've got Ten of Swords, off with his head. Doesn't get much grimmer than that. But we've got that new light of day coming in. The Knave of Swords. He's getting ready for adventure. Okay, he's going to cut that animal loose and he's going to go on a journey. We've got the Knight of Swords. He is racing off into battle. Queen of Swords. Again, another powerful figure. She's very independent. She's looking after herself. She doesn't need anyone else to look after her. She's got everything she needs. And yeah, I think she's just amazing, to be fair. And then we've got the King of Swords. Very dark. Very dark. But again, we've got that full moon coming in, giving some clarity as well. So that Ten of Swords is really a kind of saying this is as dark as it's going to get after this. You know, the clarity comes in the night. yeah? Shine a light into the shadows to get the clarity. Don't worry about the mysteries, look at the facts. The Ace of Discs. Now the Ace of Discs, or the Discs Pentacles suit, is all about rituals. Okay, so that's the Ace, which is gorgeous. We've got the 2. What should we do with the body? It's good. It's a lovely deck. I'm going to enjoy using it over the Halloween period. This is the 3 of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. So they've obviously worked together in order to capture whoever it was they wanted to capture. We've got the 4 of Discs. Five. So it looks like he has been, you know, cast out of the village or from wherever. And yeah, he's going to have to make it on his own, isn't he? But he's got his book. There's a lot of wisdom in that book. That's going to help him to get to where he needs to be. And there he is. He gets there quickly with the 6 of Discs. When he meets someone who's able to help him on his way. And then we've got the 7. Potential to catch the spirit. Love it. And then the 8. Almost looks like he's trying to heal the dead there. And he's got to work on it. It'll take a lot to put all of those insides back together again, or back in place. But if he works on it, he can absolutely do it. Then we've got the 9. The 10. Remember, these are all about rituals. The power in that card is immense. The Knave of Discs. Again, remember, this is about rituals, sacrifice, etc., etc. So this is possibly her first sacrifice. Then we've got the Knight. So he is doing some kind of ritualistic dance. And we've got the Queen, grinding down the herbs and spices, making powders and potions and lotions. Beautiful. And then we've got the King. And he is working with spirit, bringing spirit in, materializing the spirit into the physical. So there you go. That is the deck. Okay. So card quality, it's Llewellyn Standard. Okay. A lot of people do think that this card quality is a bit thin. I disagree. I think it's perfect. All the Llewellyn decks that I have got shuffle like a dream. Okay. You'll be able to see that you do get a lot of reflections. It's a glossy card. Yeah, that's the light of my ring light there. So you do get a lot of reflections, so you might want to think about that if you're using them online, etc., etc. But otherwise, these just shuffle like a dream. So let's give them a shuffle. I haven't shuffled this deck yet. so let's give them a shuffle. So yeah, they're shuffling like a dream. They're not sticking together, which you often can get in a lot of decks, because they are quite thin. I don't feel it's too thin. Okay, like I say, I love this quality of deck. It seems just right, yeah? Not too thin, not too thick, shuffles like a dream. If you like to do the, you know, your Vegas shuffle, you'll be able to do that quite easily because they're quite, you know, they're quite bendy, they're quite flexible. It shouldn't damage the cards by doing that, or not too quickly anyway. But yeah, they shuffle really, really well. The overall, I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. I'm looking forward to using it across Halloween. So I'm recording this video right now on the 28th of October. I'm going to be using it all of this week and probably quite a lot of next week too. And yeah, and I'll probably continue to use it, to be fair. It won't just be kept for Halloween because I love the artwork. Love the artwork. So let's just give it a good shuffle and ask it for some guidance for us all. What guidance can it offer us for everyone who's watching, whenever you're watching? Okay, so this is just a message for all, whenever you see it. What can it tell us? I do like the backs. Yeah, that's the back of the card. So you wouldn't instantly know if that card was reversed or upright, okay, which is good if you use reversals. I don't use reversals, but there we go. We've got the Nine of Swords. Oh, dearie me. So yeah, it does come with a bit of a negative meaning. It is talking about stress, anxiety, sorrow, worries, etc., etc. But the Nine is actually a really good card because it's asking you to let go of all of that. It tells us that we're in a really good place. We don't need to stress and worry so much, okay? Whatever it is that we're worrying and stressing about, it needs to come to an end, okay? So if we are repeating old cycles that are getting us down, if you're standing there thinking, why do I keep attracting the wrong type of person into my life? Why does this keep on happening to me? Then it's asking you to go within and say, right, if this keeps on happening, it's something that you need to learn so that you can break free from it, okay? So it's really giving you a heads up. It's a really, really good card because it makes us stop and take notice. It also says, you know what, if you're stressed and worried about things that are out of your control, then just remember it's out of your control, so stop worrying about it. There's nothing you can do about it. If there is something you can do, then do it. Look at whatever it is that is repeating, that keeps coming back round. What can you do to break that cycle so that you don't have to end up back here again? Okay, this is how we grow. This is how we learn. This is how we continue to move forward in our lives rather than keeping ourselves stuck, because we don't want to be kept stuck. It's a beautiful card. A lot of people see it as negative because it's talking about the negative things in life, but you know what? Yeah, life has this bigger negative side, and sometimes it feels like it's more negative than positive, but we're all talking about that balance. Throughout tarot, it's talking about balance, helping us to find our balance, helping us to recognize when things are out of balance and what we can do to bring them back into balance. So to me, it's a beautiful, beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Not one to be worried about at all. Just want to recognize and look at, okay, what can we do about this? So we're worried about this. What can we do about it? If the answer is nothing, then let it go and trust that everything will come right in the end, because it generally does. And if there is something you can do, well, then it's a card of taking action. If it is a repeating cycle that you keep repeating, or a never-ending nightmare, like ask yourself, why is this coming back up? Then you need to go within. Why is this coming back up? What can I do to break this cycle? What can I do to make sure I don't end up back in this similar situation again? So it's a really, really good card. Overall, do I recommend this deck? Yeah, I do. I absolutely do. I am halfway through working my way through it and learning to recognize and understand the ghouls and the ghosts and the demons and the everything else that is in here, and it's amazing. It's really, really intriguing. I absolutely adore it. There's Bast on the base of the deck. I love the High Priestess card. The High Priestess is generally my favorite card in the whole deck, of any deck, and this one does not let me down at all. It's always a toss-up between the High Priestess and the Moon. Between the two in this deck, I think I'm going to go with the High Priestess, but I do love the Moon card as well. That Hermit card is definitely something to write home about. He is amazing. So yeah, I do. There's so much information in this book, so if you've got no idea what that's about, but you love the images, you like the feel of it, it is a bit of a darker deck, but hey, you know, we all have light and dark within us, and sometimes it's good to go deep. Sometimes it's good to go deep and dark, because it helps us to shine a brighter light into there, and that helps us to overcome things, and again, to grow and expand, and to just, you know, just to grow and expand. Okay, the box is absolutely going to do its job. It is solid, it is sturdy. As I say, I do love a Llewellyn box. But yeah, I would definitely, if I hadn't already purchased this deck, would I buy it? Yes, of course I would. It's amazing. Loving the artwork. I feel Anne Stokes has not let us down here, and I'm loving this. I mean, you know, it's inspired by the works of H.P. Lovecraft, okay, which is basically, it's all about Necronomicon, which is about kind of the old grimoires, you know, the witchcraft rituals, the gods, the goddesses, the beasts, you know, but it's all kind of, it's like an occult fiction, should we say. But yeah, I mean, I love the devil, Cthulhu. He's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. I love it. And learning about all of these characters is just, for me, it's fascinating. I love it. I know it's fiction, but, you know, Bast isn't fiction, not in my book anyway. Neither is Ishtar. So there's a lot of, you know, the gods and goddesses that we can really relate to. So yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave that with you. If I can get a link to purchase this deck, I'll put it in the description below. If you've enjoyed the flip through and the talk through of this deck, I hope you have enjoyed it. But even if you haven't and you were thinking about getting it and you're thinking, no, that's not for me, then there you go. Yeah, now you know, clarity has come. So, but yeah, for me, it's a definite. It's a beautiful deck, especially for this time of year. But I won't just keep it for this time of year. Not going to lie, I will use it as a pretty constant, I think, because it's great. And it's not because I want to be dark and miserable and negative, and not at all. But I just think it's really good if you're working with the shadow side of self. Really good for that, for shadow healing, etc, etc. It'd be a really good deck for that. So everything has its uses, and that is going to be the use of this deck for me. But yeah, looking forward to using it over Halloween as well, because it just fits the bill. So there you go. That is my my take on the deck. As I say, I hope it has helped you. If it's a deck that you've been considering purchasing or not purchasing, or you just were interested in seeing what's, you know, the full contents of the box, then yeah. And as I say, the guidebook, it's not one to be thrown away. I know you'll hear a lot of tarot readers saying throw those guidebooks away, don't listen to them, there's so much information, and that's often the case with Llewellyn decks. So these big guidebooks, they just have so much in them, the wealth of knowledge in there. Definitely worth taking the time out to read through it so that you've got a better understanding of the deck. But like I said at the beginning, you don't need it. It's based on Golden Dawn, it's based on the Rider-Waite-Smith, even astrologically, etc, etc, all the symbolism and what have you. You might find some of the minor arcana cards, and again, it does tell you this in the book, some of the minor arcana cards, their image might not instantly connect with your traditional meaning, but you will see it as you start to use the deck. You will start to see how actually it looks like it doesn't, but it does. Okay, just on a deeper level. So there you go. I hope it has helped you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and if you don't already subscribe to my channel, please do hit that subscribe button, and feel free to share this across your own social media. But take care and have an awesome rest of your day. Bye for now. Bye bye.